So with our prayer, we'll start. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sahana Bhavatu Sahanu Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन जन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राह ग्रसैक कर्मणे. Salutation to the lotus feet of my Guru, Sri Shankarananda, whose only work is to destroy the monster of primal nescience, together with its effect, the phenomenal universe. So most welcome after a long gap. So one thing is called Sangha. Sangha means attachment. Attachment, sticking, infatuation. And infatuation happens because of aviveka, non-discriminating from real, from unreal to real. That means both gets mixed up. And then we are attached. Then we are bound. Then it happens like when we are driving, our tire gets stuck somewhere. Then we cannot move. But if we are free, it's like air, yatha akasha sthito nityam, vayu sarvatra go mahan. It's like space, and where air moves freely. So what happens, it's not that somebody has caught hold of us. It is like we embrace a stump and say, see, the stump has caught me. So the way is to discriminate. Is this stump real? Stump real, or it is not real? Every day we experience so many experiences. We wake up and we experience so many things. People come, people go, various moods come to us. And sometimes we are attached with something. Somehow we cannot get rid of it. It is because of our non-discriminating attitude. But if we can discriminate that my real nature is not temporary, it is permanent. And whatever else, it is only temporary. It is like our dream. We dream and we cannot deny that dream. But when we get up in the morning, then we don't even think about it. But if we think about it all the time, then we cannot run our day-to-day affairs. So this happens, and we understand this. That's understanding. Viveka. We viveka, oh, it was a dream. Don't worry about it. Similarly, whatever experience that we have every day, if we are stuck somewhere, then we have to apply our viveka. So though we have gone forward, but this is, we can start with 230, though we have done it, but just we'll read it first, then we'll go forward. Just as it is impossible to establish the eternal existence of pleasures derived from flowers and sandalwood, so it is impossible to establish the associationlessness of Atman as long as the world and Ishvara are relieved to be realities and ever existing. So, Satya Buddhi, that it is real. This world is real. And naturally, if the world is real, the creator must be real. So when we think this way, then it is very difficult to get rid of the attachment. And it lingers on. So that is what being said. Yatha sragadi nityatvam dussampadya tathatmanah asangatvam na sambhavye jivator jagadishayoh. Just as it is impossible to establish the eternal existence of pleasures derived from flowers and sandalwood, so it is impossible to establish the associationlessness of Atman as long as the world and Ishvara are believed to be realities and ever existing. Believed to be why? Because, say, in our dream also, we believe that it exists. But later we find, no, it's not reality. So we go forward. We have done it, so I'll not discuss this more. I will come forward. Avashyam prakriti sangam puro vapade tatha niyacha ityam ishopi kosya moksha tatha sati. If Prakriti is imperishable, as the Sankhyas say, she will continue to produce attachment in the Purusha, even after the dawn of knowledge. So, according to Sankhya. So, in Sankhya, two things are eternal, Purusha and Prakriti. So, Prakriti and Purusha, it is eternal, like two rails of railway track. But according to Vedanta, Prakriti is subservient and it remains till we are ignorant of it. As Viveka, the differentiation comes, detachment comes, then it disappears. So it is like light and darkness. As darkness dawns onto us, as light dawns onto us, or we see day, night goes away without any trace. So why this happens? Because of aviveka. If Prakriti is imperishable, so according to Sankhya, she will continue to produce attachment in the Purusha. But this happens. Every day we go to deep sleep. And even we are not aware of this world. How can then we say this Prakriti is eternal and imperishable? One can argue, okay, you come back. That shows that it is eternal. We come back because we are lacking that knowledge of our real self. That is why we are attached with it. And then we accept this world and also the creator of the world. So she will continue to produce attachment in the Purusha even after the dawn of knowledge of his complete isolation. If Ishvara is eternal, he will continue to exercise control over the Purusha. In that case, the poor Purusha will never have emancipation. This bondage will be real. Now comes Vedanta. Vedanta comes that this is not real, and this even Prakriti and even the creator of this Prakriti and this whole world, that creator is also not real. So Viveka Krita, see, like this is, we are not talking about devotion now. We're talking about knowledge. In the Bhakti Yoga, we accept as God. God is our creator. We proceed on that path. But here it is Jnana path. The way is of knowledge. So Avivekakrita, here Drishya and Drashta, the seer and the seen. And this detachment should come. So doubt comes. The idea of attachment to the body and of control is due to ignorance. So idea of attachment to the body and of control is due to ignorance. Now reply. Then you accept the concept of Maya, which is a violation of the short-sighted Sankhya doctrine. So even Maya is also a concept. Ultimately, we are not even born. That will come. Na nirodho, na chotpatti. There is no nirodha. What exists, exists. It's not that we stop something. Na nirodho, na chotpatti. Na baddho, na sadhaka. Na mamukshur, vai mukta ittesha paramarthata. The supreme truth is it is not attached. If it is attached in any time or any situation, then how can we say that it is self-existing or it is independent? That will be because of condition. If something is under condition, it is not free. But what we say, the Vedanta says it is free. Mukta, muktoham, nissangoham. So this shows that even this idea of attachment to the body and control is due to ignorance. This is also because of ignorance. And I reply, then you accept the conception of Maya, which is a violation of the short-sighted Sankhya doctrine. So what is this? Even concept of Maya is also, it's a concept. And why this conception was taken? Because we see that aghatana ghatana patiyashi, whatever does not happen or do not happen, that is shown. Aghatana ghatana patiyashi. So because we find how I'm under bondage or I'm free. So because of this, to explain this, how this happens, now there is a power of divine. Because of that, we feel this way. Anyway, we go forward. Doubt. To account for the idea of individual bondage and release, the plurality of selves must be accepted. So individual self, see someone A is free or the same person is under bondage. So when someone is free, but we see other people are bondage. So multiplicity is seen. The reply comes, this is unnecessary because Maya is responsible for bondage and release. So it is, say like in our dreaming state, we may see many people and even houses and very many creatures. But when we are awake, all those creatures are gone. So this Maya, when this goes away, say suppose you go to a movie and you accept the truth. The other day I saw Lion King. So Lion King, in that, what happens? A a situation is created where all animals come, and then Shimba wants to realize that what I am, I cannot stop without uh, uh, without being what I am. So when in that situation we accept all animals, but actually it is all props, and people were moving in that sequence. So when we accept something, some condition, we accept all. So it is conditioned. So this is unnecessary because Maya is responsible for bondage and release. And a person who accepts Maya, he accepts all conditions in that whatever is shown, that he had to accept. Though he may understand that these people are making those prop work like that, but he has to go through the storyline, and he would that way he will enjoy. So Kaschit baddha, kaschit mukta. We see some people are bound, some people are mukta. It is because in that condition we see, you come out from that condition, then you are not bondage, are not under bondage, or you are not free. I mean, that idea of bondage as freedom will go. Okay, I'll give another example. Take a beaker, and in that fill up water, and you take a straight pencil and merge in it. You'll see the pencil will be tilted. It will look like that. But though you see it is looking like that, but it never changed its real nature. It is straight all the time, though it may look like that. So in a condition, we are to see the bondage and freedom. That condition we call Maya. So Durghatam ghatayamiti viruddham kinna pashyasi. Vastavo bandhu mokshautu srutir na sahate tara. So don't you see that Maya can make the impossible appear possible? I gave example. In a medium, when you are putting the pencil, though you know it is straight, but it look like tilted. So this happens, though it is straight, I know. I take it out, this is straight. Put it again, it is again tilted. So this is under condition. So through or in Maya, things look like whatever is impossible to happen, that happens. So Durghatam ghatayamiti viruddham kinna pashyasi. Don't you see that Maya can make the impossible appear possible? In fact, the Shruti can tolerate neither bondage nor release as real. Though we may accept that I am bound or somebody is free, but Shruti says nobody is bound, nobody is even free. Because freedom we conceive when juxtaposing with bondage. Then only we think freedom. So now he quotes that Shruti never entertains that. So this is called ajatavad. Na nirodha, na chotpattihi, na baddho, na sadhaka, na mumukshur, na vai mukta, ityesha paramarthata. The Shruti declares that in fact there is no destruction and no origination. Na nirodha means stopping, chitta vritti nirodha. There is no stopping, no distraction, nor origination, na chotpatti. It is not that we are born. na nirodha, na chotpatti. None is bondage, and none engaged in perfection practice for liberation. Na baddho, na sadhaka. There is no sadhaka. Neither one is under bondage. We all are free. That is why we think that we can do anything and everything. This is our experience. Though when we try to do, we cannot do. Why? Because we are under condition. But inherently, this freedom is flushing. Because of that, we see or we realize that we are free. And when you try to do something, you can do up to certain distance or up to certain mark. But after that, a adamantine wall comes, then you cannot go beyond. Why? Because this is condition. So what example I gave, number one, in a movie or anything. So when you are conditioned, you have to accept that as truth. Though props and they are moving and it is moving synchronously. So we have to accept, yes, that is happening. Or take another example, the beaker. Though you know that pencil is straight, but it would look crooked or tilted. So this is under condition, under Mahamaya. So Bandha and Moksha, these are under condition. But if a person, say like in deep sleep, there is no concept of bondage and release. Similarly, in Samadhi, there is no bondage or release. Bondage and release comes when we have opposing thoughts. So, na nirodha, na chotpatti, na baddho, na cha sadhaka, na mokshu. Even nobody is trying to free oneself. Na vai muktaha, ittesha paramarthata. Paramarthata means we have, as we know, we have four satta. One is called alika satta. Alika means mithya. Alika means it does not exist. And if you say, I met a son of a barren woman. So, son has meaning, met has a meaning, as its meaning. Then barren woman, that also meaning. So it gives a notion, yes, there must be something. But when you think, oh, it does not exist at all. Or I have seen a rabbit with horns. So it gives notional existence. And second is reflected existence. When you see yourself in a mirror, and you know that there is something, and if you make face, it will also make face. But you know it is not real. Though it may look like you, but it is not real. Or in a dream, it looks like, yes, I am there, I'm enjoying, or I'm afraid of something. But when you wake up, that disappears. So it is called pratibhasika. Pratibhasika, reflected existence. It's not real, but it looks like real. Then transactional, vyavaharika satta. Like as of now, we are in practical level. So this existence we cannot deny, but ultimately it does not exist. And paramarthik satta means it never ceased to exist. Never ceased to exist. You never cease to exist. Though it may look like you are first a young man, then you have grown person. But actually it is all bodily character that are changing, not in you. So all conditions are in Maya. In Maya, these conditions show us various possibilities. Aghatana ghatana patiyasi. That means it gives a background where impossibilities looks like possible. But when you are awake, when you are discriminating, and then you see, oh, what I was dreaming, oh, don't worry about it. Even we don't think about our dream. So at the dawn of knowledge, we won't even think about this bondage or freedom or mumukshu or sadhaka. All these are in conditioned mind. So let me repeat it again. Shruti declares that in fact there is no destruction or no origination, none in bondage, and none engaged in practice for liberation, no aspirant for liberation, and none liberated. This is the transcendental truth. And Gaudapada also has taken that in this has taken from Amrita Bindu Upanishad. Now comes Mayakhyaya Kamadheno Basso Jiveshwaro Bhubho Yathicham Pivatam Dvaitam Tattva Tadvaitam Evahi Tattvam tu Advaitam Evahi. Now that the author of this Panchadashi is saying, to Maya is said to be the desire fulfilling cow. If you want to see, yes, you'll see God. If you want to see, yes, you'll see this whole creation. Okay, you continue. What is there? So Maya is said to be the desire fulfilling cow, Kamadhenu. Jiva and Ishvara are its two calves. Drink of its milk of duality as much as you like, but the truth is non-duality. The truth is non-duality. But if you want to enjoy, okay, fine. Think of God, think of this world, no problem. Okay, then next we go forward. Kutastha Brahmanar Bhedo. Kutastha means that which is unchangeable. Kutastha means like Nihai, that means anvil, never changing. Within us, something never changes. Never changes. Even a person is in great difficulty, but that never changes. So that is called Kutastha. And Brahman, so Kutastha is, say here, individual. And Brahman we conceive when it is collective. That means Brahman means Bringha Dhatu. That means the big one, big brother. The difference between Kutastha and Brahman is only a name. In reality, there is no difference. The Akasha in the pot and the unlimited Akasha are not distinct from one another. An example is given, Ghatakasha, Matakasha, Patakasha. So Akasha in a small pitcher. That space and outer space are not too different. It looks different because of adjunct, upadhi. But in reality, it is not different. It is one and the same. So, the difference between Kutastha means that which never changes. That is our real self. And the Kutastha and Brahman is only a name. In reality, there is no difference. The Akasha in the pot and the unlimited Akasha are not distinct from one another. We go forward. Yad Advaitam Srutam Srishtehe Prak Ukti Devadya Chopari Muktavopi Britha Maya Brahmayantya Kilan Janan. So Prak and Adya and Bhavishya, cho upari. Muktau api. Muktau satyam api. The non-dual reality as declared in Shruti existed before creation. Creation, when creation happens? When we are conditioned. I gave you example. Take a beaker, put water, and pencil is straight. But as you put that pencil in water, it is like creation. So it looks tilted. Okay, another example. You are going and driving. You see water at distance. But you go closer, there is no water. So we see this created thing. Why we see? Because our mind is conditioned. But as we realize, because of discrimination, then we can understand this is not real. So, Yat Advaitam Srutam Srishti, the non-dual reality as declared in the Shruti existed before creation, exists now, and will continue to exist in dissolution. And after liberation, Maya deludes the people in vain. So, see, just imagine, as of now, we are awake, and lots of thoughts are coming in our front. As if we are driving, and so many images are coming in front. Driving means what? You get up in a car, you sit in that, and you think that I'm going from place 1 to B, place A to B, from maybe house to a Vedant center. But what happens? You're sitting in the car and things are moving. You never change. Only the situation changes. It's like simulator. You know, recently I visited one place and then simulator that goes round and round, and it's like this. Sometimes like this. Sometimes it tilts over. It goes round and round. But inside people will say, oh, I am going like this. But actually nothing is happening. So, the non-dual reality as declared in the Shruti existed before creation. See, you are existing before creation. And you are existing now. And certainly you will exist later also. This condition of this waking state, condition of your dreaming state, condition of your dreamless state, these are conditions. You are all the time there, never changing. So the non-dual reality as declared in the Shruti existed before creation, exists now, and will continue to exist in dissolution. And after liberation, Maya deludes the people in vain. It tries, but as soon as you accept it, you are caught. As soon as you enter in movie theater, you are caught. Then you have to weep, you have to laugh as the director of movie wants. And you have to laugh with the hero, or you have to weep with the hero. But when you come out, nothing. So, Doctor Who, we went to not long before. So, Doctor Who disappears because Thor, Doctor Who was there, and Thor had to get few rings. As soon as he gets it, then he becomes powerful. And Doctor Who disappears. So a boy was there, started weeping. Oh, Doctor Who is gone. But he came out and then nothing happened. So when you accept a condition, then things happen. But if you can come out of it, things have never changed. Ye vadanti Teme tepi brahmyante vidyayatra kim nayatha purvametesham atra bhrantir adarshanath. So, another example say that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, so that Sherlock Holmes. So, Sherlock Holmes died, but people said, no, we don't accept. So, then Dr. Arthur Conan Doyle had to write another episode, and he was hanging somewhere. So, our episodes are like this. This is, story, but this story is with us. It's not that it is, say, outside there. Now, another doubt comes. Even the knowers who attribute the world to Maya are seen to be engaged in worldly pursuits. Sri Ramakrishna says, he is knower of self, but we see he's making fun with young devotees, and he's eating, he's going here and there. So this doubt has come to the opponent.
Swami,
Yes.
since Sir Conan Doyle had to rewrite and make him live, you have to finish your story.
I have a story, So this is under condition. So condition, yeah, like I don't want to delude more. Okay, let us go forward. The doubt is, even the knowers, even the knowers who attribute the world to Maya are seen to be engaged in worldly pursuits. So what is the use of realization? Then reply comes, no, he is not deluded as before. Even see, like this intellectual conviction. What happened? I asked my teacher, Swami Shanta Swarupananji. I said, Maharaj, nothing is happening. So now 10, 12 years have passed away. Nothing is happening. So he said, okay, nothing is happening. Can you go back to your home? I said, no, Maharaj, I cannot. Why? Why you cannot go? I said, there may be something, some intellectual conviction. Then Swamiji said, that is also a realization. That is also a realization. Even intellectually, when we are convinced, say we are talking, we are giving some examples, but that brings to us that truth. So it is not, though we are also eating, drinking, but it is not that bound. A person, say recently I heard, he is going, or he went there. He is going, I think. He is going to Japan to taste Japanese food. Just imagine. One person is going to Japan to eat Japanese food. Such a real thing. And then somebody told me that Swamiji, yes, that is right. Japanese food can be tasted in Japan only. They have taken the taste on a higher level. I said, okay, very good. So what I'm saying, the sense of attachment, even to go from USA to Japan to taste Japanese food, what a wonder. If a person has a little conviction, he'll say, oh, it is only a taste bud, satisfying taste bud. So that person may not be totally realized, but it is not as binding as the other person. That is the point. So here he said, no, he is not deluded as before. Because even intellectual conviction has got some realization. See, even when you are driving, you can think things are going. I'm sitting pretty in my car. Things are coming and going. Similarly, this whole life, every day a new page is opened, and we read that page. Again, next day another page comes, another page comes. We are reading. So my movement is not happening, it is the paper that's moving. Even this conviction, even this intellectual conviction has got meaning, some realization. Now we go to the next. ऐहिकाम उष्मिकः सर्वः संसारः वास्तवः ततः न भाति नास्ति चैतत् इत्यज्ञानम विनिश्रयः. The ignorant are convinced that the happiness and grief which the world and heaven offer are real. The happiness after tasting Japanese food is real. So I'm giving one example. Similarly, we have so many examples. And grief, that which the world and heaven offer, are real. So they do not perceive non-duality, nor think it exists. Whereas a person of little discrimination can understand this, that this is not real. It is like tasting food in dream. So many people, even they don't taste also. This gulp. But there is a way. As Bhagavan Sri Krishna said, Yat karoshi yadashnashi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat tapasvasi konteya tat kurushya madarpanam. Now just compare. You go to a restaurant and eat. Now, next day you go, or at home also, when you are eating, just offer that to God. When you're offering, you can taste in a better way. And if you can think, oh, nothing is happening, even tasting is also impossible, then you'll understand that this is only a mental modification. It's not real. So the ignorant are convinced that the happiness and grief which the world and heavens offer are real. So they do not perceive non-duality, nor think it exists. So abhavana, first is abhavana, means we don't think about it. Then asambhavana, somebody says, no, Shruti says, then we say, no, we doubt. No, it is impossible. How I say small fry, small minnow, how can I be Brahman? Impossible. So abhavana, asambhavana. Then viparita bhavana. Not only that, not only I am not free, rather we think that we are bound. See, I have to go for work, I have to do this. So many things are there, so many demands are there. So it is called viparit bhavana. I am bound. Though I am free. So like Shruti says, I am free. But we experience bondage. So viparit bhavana. And vipratipatti, even we have some intellectual understanding, but we are not fully convinced. Apratipatti. That means we don't believe in it. So this is the difficulties. And now we go to next. Jnaninam viparito asman nishchayaha samyak ikshate swaswa nishchayato baddho muktoham cheti manyate. It is clearly seen that the conviction of the knowers is opposed to the conviction of the ignorant. They are free or fettered according to their conviction. So this bondage and freedom, it depends on our mental condition. So it is clearly seen that the conviction of the mano eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshaya. Mind is the cause. If you can think that you are free, you are free. But if you think, I am bound, I am bound, I am bound, as Sri Ramakrishna said, he who thinks I am bound, that rascal becomes bound. I am sinner, that rascal becomes a sinner. So, mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha moksha. And when it is attached with objects of the world, it is bound. But when it is detached from the object, even thought is free. So, swaswa nishchayato baddho muktoham cheti manyati. They are free or fettered according to their conviction. Now next we go forward. Even if you can think, yes, I can do, you can do that. Oh, I cannot do that. You will never be able to do it. See, America took the challenge, said, we'll go to moon. And they went to moon. And now, for bringing back, they need, that Tesla's, that was
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Okay,
Next, he'll take us to Mars.
to Mars. Even he thinks that, see, and he'll take it.
Yes?
And so many things are happening. How it lands back, I thought it's impossible. See, so how the technology is, giving way to the will of a person. Okay. So if you know that I can, then I can. But if I think that I cannot, I cannot. So nadvaitam aparoksham chenna chidrupena bhasanat. Now comes, very nice. Asheshena na bhatam chet dvaitam kim bhasate akhilam. So now doubt comes to the person, or say opposing. The non-dual reality is not directly perceptible. You have to think, you have to meditate, you have to cogitate. So it is not directly. But you see, this duality is all the time there. So this is the doubt. But this is actually opposing thought. The reply is, this is not so. For reality is the self-evident. You are real. It is self-evident. You don't ask anyone. Even if I say, you don't exist, you'll say, Swami, you have so many things to do. Better engage yourself in those things. I know that I exist. This is self-evident. Nobody can deny it. So this is not so. For reality is self-evident in the form of consciousness. See, I'm conscious. And I know that I'm conscious. And if I can remove all the fetters, that means all adjuncts, I'm free. I'm joyful. But because of so many worries I have taken on my shoulder, so I'm worried, and also I'm not joyful. So reply, this is not so, for reality is self-evident in the form of consciousness. Now there another doubt comes. It is not fully known. You know a part of it. Though you know that you exist, but you don't know fully. Now answer comes, you say I know myself, but what is my real self? So we know only partial. But this is in duality, it is more so. See, only I'm seeing this much. But there are so many things outside. I'm imagining. And beyond my imagination, also, so many things are there. Infinite things are there. So, rather, in duality is more limited. Rather, we can say in Advaita, it's more revealing. Because this huge universe becomes very small puddle. Small puddle. This only when I'm awake, that also when I'm thinking or not thinking, then only this world exists. But when I'm discriminating, this world disappears. So it is not fully known. This is the doubt. Reply. Is the world fully known to you? No. Even if we don't know a leaf, even if we don't know an atom, only speculation. Say, postulation. Dalton first postulated the atom is like this. And now, even now, it is happening the same thing. Nobody can say for certain that this is this and not this. All postulation, empirical knowledge. Okay, we go forward. So, Advaita rather knows better. Though it is not fully known. Why? Because still we are steeped in ignorance. If we can remove this ignorance, then we know everything. In Dvaita, this knowledge is far, far, far limited. Okay, we go forward. Ding matrena vibhanam tu dvayoropi samam khalu dvaita siddhi vad advaita siddhiste tavata nakim. Both duality and non-duality are partially known. If from this partial experience you infer the truth of duality, why should you not from same premises infer the truth of non-duality? This is the question from Siddhanti. So, yes, then generally we have this inkling that I am the self and I am free. But then when we are conditioned, then we think this. So the person who is following Advaita, he knows more than the person who is following Dvaita. Because in Dvaita, you cannot know anything. Whatever you know, it is only a part of it. Even atom, they are now, not only this, now they have reached the quantum state. And beyond quantum also now they are discovering. There is no end of it. Why? Because whatever is in object, it cannot give that full knowledge. It is the inquiring mind. It is the person who is inquiring. The truth lies there. You can never find truth in objects. Okay, we go forward. Dvaitena hinam advaitam. Dvaita gane katham tvidam. Chidbhanam tu avirodhasya. Dvaitasya to asame ubhe. Now doubt. Duality contradicts non-duality. So, when duality is seen manifest everywhere, how can you infer its opposite principle, that is non-duality? So, like everywhere you see duality. How can you are positing something which is non-dual? So, everything I see duality. So, when duality is seen manifest everywhere, how can you infer its opposite principle of non-duality. Our consciousness does not contradict duality. See, I'm conscious, I'm seeing this duality. So our position is stronger than yours. So this is opponent saying. We go forward. एवं तर्हि शृणु द्वैतम सन्माया माया मायात्वतः आरोपित तेन वास्तवम अद्वैतम परिशेषाद विभासते. So reply comes. Then listen. Duality is unreal and has no independent existence. See, this duality is depending on me. I am seeing duality. I am seeing dream. I am seeing a drama. I am seeing the things are going when I am driving. If there is no seer, the scene cannot exist.
Yes. There's no scene, the seer cannot exist.
No, seer here. Yeah. See, ultimately we are not seer also. That's already discussed. Na nirodha na chotpatti. There is no nirodha, no chotpatti. Na mumukshu na sadhaka. There is no mumukshu also. That's the highest. But as of now, we cannot jump there. We have to go step by step. But ultimately, it is what you have said, yes, correct. So when we see, then only we are drashta. Opposing drishya, I am drashta. So when I am saying drashta, that means I am admitting drishya. But there is a time when you are not drashta. In your deep sleep, you are not even drashta. But you realize yourself. Atmani tishtati. Swe mahimne pratishtita. You are established in your own glory. Even theoretically, you can think this. Just evacuate. Empty your all thoughts. You are that. Theoretically. But this is to be done in reality. Evam tarhi shrinu. Evam tarhi shrinu dvaitam sanmaya mayatvatah tena vastavam advaitam parisheshat vibhasate. Now reply comes. Then listen. Duality is unreal and has no independent existence. See, I am seeing this duality. It has no dependent existence, but I have my independent existence. Okay. For it is a product of Maya. Because of Maya, Drishya, Drashta, this happens. So, when duality is negated, what remains as reality is non-duality. When I can delete or negate this, it's me, the Kevalam, onlyness. So duality is not a thing of the same grade of reality. Say, reality is not duality. Whatever we see, it may not be true. You know, magic, they show magic, and you see it. You cannot deny, but it does not exist. So, duality and reality are not of the same standing. Okay, so we'll have to stop here because now hotting up. Okay, because the time is up. Akshay, any question?
Yes,
Go ahead.
like, are there many jeev or only one jeev?
Say it again.
Are there many jeev or only one?
Jiva, when you say jiva, many. But Atman is one. Atman and Paramatman. Jiva means with adjunct. You have your own adjunct. Huh? And all individual people, when individualized, that means conditioned with adjuncts. But as Bhagavan said in Gita, that I am in all kshetra, sarva kshetreshu bharata. In all kshetra, kshetra means field. I am the only one in all kshetras. All kshetras means all individuals. So like the example was given here. Ghatakasha, the space in a small pitcher, and space outside. They are not intrinsically different. They are the one and the same thing. One with adjunct. So now Akshay has got one adjunct. I am Akshay, I am Akshay, I am Akshay. So you are Akshay. So individually we are different, like Jiva. But Jivatva goes away. When you break the pitcher, then space outside and space within that pitcher was same. Right? So Jiva are different. But the content of Jiva and content of Ishvara are one. Even content of Ishvara and Brahman are one. You know, Jiva is one adjunct. Ishvara is another adjunct, bigger adjunct. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan said that shloka. So before that, so there are two Prakriti, Apara Prakriti and Para Prakriti. But both are Prakriti. Apareya Mitastanyam Prakriti Vidhine Param Jiva Vitam Mahabaho Evidam Karyate. Okay, one is Para Prakriti, that means Ishvara, and one is Apara Prakriti. Beyond this, is only Uttama Purusha. You and he are different. But see, I'm saying something you're understanding. That means what? We have some connection. We have some reality. Though you are sitting in Delhi, I'm sitting here. That we have connection. These are adjunct. Delhi and Portland. These are adjuncts. But within us, there is that same unity. Okay. Very good question. Very nice.
So like why we have adjunct of Jiva, why not we have adjunct of Ishwar? Like why I have adjunct of Jiva and not adjunct of Ishvara?
Okay. Why? Why you are in your dream? Can you ask why I'm dreaming? You cannot. Because you are conditioned already. In condition. And when you go to movie, you don't ask why. Why that animals are props are there. You have accepted that condition. So you don't ask question there. Why that Amitabh Bachchan and some villain, they are fighting. You know this is all false. But you also say like you do this. Why you do that? Because you come in influence of that. So you cannot ask why when you are in that domain. And when you go beyond, then the question does not exist. You cannot ask, when you are dreaming, you cannot ask question, why I am dreaming? And when you wake up, you don't ask that question. Because it's futile, you know that. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll say. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Ma.
Pranam Swamiji, thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.